Happy greetings to all. I am Rani Sahana from grade 8. Now I am going to share PPT presentation in social lesson number Public Facilities. Water and the people of Chennai. Mr. Ramagopal of Anna Nagar used taps from lavishly. He also arranged water by water tanker. Subramanian Appart's apartment in Mylapore suffers from water shortage. Municipal waters comes one in 2 days. Resistance at Mylapore depends on private borewell water too. Subramanian spends up to rupees 500 to 600 per month to buy water from tankers. Siva and Mandipakam lives on a rent house. Siva gets water that comes one in 4 days and she buys bottled water. Batma is Saidapet, lives in a slum area which lacks other living facilities. 30 hutmans use one common tap and water comes from a borewell for 20 minutes twice a day. In summer, they suffer from water shortage. People have to wait long hours for water tankers. Water has part of the fundamental rights to live. Water is essential for life and good health. It is necessary to meet our daily needs. Safe drinking water. Water can prevent many other related diseases. Access to safe drinking water can prevent the death of children. Right to water. The Constitution of India recognizes right to water in a part of right to life under Article 21. Right to water means universal access to water, sufficient amount of water to fulfill daily needs at an affordable price. There have been several court cases in which the High Court and the Supreme Court have held that the right to safe drinking is fundamental right. Example, the verdict of Andhra Pradesh High Court in 2007. Public facilities, water, healthcare, sanitation, electricity, transport, schools and college. Characteristics of public facilities. Once provided, its benefit can be shared by many others. Example, a school in a village will enable many children to get educated. The supply of electricity in an area can be useful for many others. The government of rule. Public facilities must be made available to everyone by the government. Private companies are not interested in the provision of public facilities. Example, keeping the drains clean and an anti-malaria campaign. Private companies are interested in other facilities such as schools and hospitals. They supply drinking water in a sealed bottle. Water supply to Chennai, it is available to all. Public facilities should be made available to all, but there is a great shortage of such facilities. Example, water supply in Chennai. Municipal supply meets only about half of the people in the city. There are areas very close to the shortage point that get water regularly. Then the poor are the most affected. The middle class depends on digging borewells, buying water from tankers and using bottled water. Access to safe drinking water is also available to some who can afford by universal access to sufficient and safe water becomes a fair cry. In search of alternatives. Water shortage is common in other cities of India. The shortage in municipal water is filled by an expansion of private companies. The supply and use of water is a sign of failure of the government. Some argue for private companies as there is a shortage of municipal water. Why should not the government withdraw the tax of supplying water? Number 1. Throughout the world, water supply is a function of the government. There are very few instances of private water supply. Number 2. There are areas in the world where public water supply has achieved universal access. Wherever the private companies were allowed to supply water, riots broke out due to the uncomfortable price and forcing the government to take back this service. There are cases of success in government water supply. Example, the water supply department in Mumbai, the water supply department in Hyderabad. In Chennai, the department has taken up rainwater harvesting to increase the level of groundwater and allowing private companies to transport and distribute water with government rate for the water tankers. Conclusion. Public facilities are related to basic needs. The Indian Constitution recognizes the right to water. Health and education has right to life. It is a role of the government to ensure public facilities for everyone. The shortage in supply causes inequality in distribution. Towns and villages are underprovided. Poorer location or under-service. Provision of public facilities by private companies is not always the right answer. Everyone citizen of the country has a right to public facilities which should be provided in an inequitable manner. Thank you. Love you all.